Imagine if the Dragon Balls of Earth had one restriction: they couldn't bring someone back to life. How different would the story of Dragon Ball be? Well, let's find out. So the story mostly remains the same as the original, all the way up until the end of the Tenshinhan saga, with just one single exception. When Goku befriended Upa and his father Bora, Bora died while trying to protect Goku from mercenary Tao. Goku then collected all the Dragon Balls and summoned Shenron and told Upa to wish his father back. But when he did, Shenron responded differently.
That wish cannot be granted. It's beyond my power to bring someone back to life.
In sadness and anger, Upa wished for the monster that killed his father to cease from existence, which Shenron actually grants him that wish, confusing Goku since they thought that Tao was already dead. Goku then apologized to Upa and asked if he was okay. Upa tells Goku that he's fine, but that he will train to be as strong as him so that what happened to him won't happen to anyone else. From then, everything remains the same as the original until the end of the Tenshinhan saga. The gang is about to go into a restaurant to eat after the end of the tournament when Goku remembers that he left his things at the arena. Krillin offers to go back for them. As the gang waits for Krillin to return, Goku gets an indescribable sense that something has gone horribly wrong. He rushes back to the arena to find Krillin dead. He is in disbelief. Tears run down his face as sadness quickly turns into rage. He asks the announcer who had done this. He learns it was a green monster that killed Krillin and stole a Dragon Ball. As the rest of the gang catches up, he runs up to Bulma and snatches a Dragon Raider from her as he calls Nimbus and flies away, ignoring his master's requests to wait. Meanwhile, the rest of them stay behind and learn from Master Roshi that this is King Piccolo's doing. He must be after the Dragon Ball for something evil, and with the list of participants, he's probably planning on killing them all to remove any obstacle to his evil plan. So they must find the Dragon Balls before he does, and then they can wish Krillin back to life. The rest of the King Piccolo saga remains the same. At the end, Krillin, Master Roshi, Chiatsu, and countless of others die. Goku and Tien both lament the deaths of all their friends. They promise that they will keep training and hope to see each other again in the next tournament. Tien informs Goku that he will go to Kame House and inform the others of what occurred. Goku instead leaves with Yajirobe, who takes him to Korin Tower to give him a senzu bean so he can recover. That's when Korin tells Goku about Kami. Korin explains that Kami created the Dragon Balls and could recreate them again. Goku wonders what the point is when the Dragon Balls can't even bring back dead. Korin says that he's right, but there's something worse than death: your soul being stuck in limbo. He goes on to explain that all demon-killed people cannot enter the afterlife and must remain in limbo alone and forever. Goku hates the thought of his friends not even enjoying peace in the afterlife and decides that he must go to Kami. First, he must go to Kame House to retrieve his power pole, and everyone is still there. He notices they have all the Dragon Balls, but there's still stones. He gets the pole and tells them that he will meet Kami to ask him to recreate the dragon. They are confused and ask if the Dragon Balls will be back. Goku says that they will, and they rejoice. Ulan says that's amazing because then they can revive everyone who died. Goku, however, stays serious, and Tien asks him why he isn't happy. And Goku explains that a long time ago, he tried to use the Dragon Balls to bring someone back to life, and it didn't work. They all became deflated. Then he explains to them what Korin told him about Limbo, and they all agree that if their friends cannot be brought back to life, they at least deserve peace in the afterlife where one day they can all meet again. Goku goes to Kami, and Kami recreates Shenron with one condition: Goku must remain in training for 3 years to fight Piccolo Jr. in the next tournament. The gang at Kame House see that the Dragon Balls are back and quickly summon Shenron. They learn that Goku is training for the next tournament and about Piccolo Jr. from the dragon. They try to wish their friends back to life, but Shenron says that he cannot grant that wish. Saddened, they wish for their friend's soul to be taken out of limbo and pass to the afterlife. Shenron thus grants their wish. They go their separate ways and prepare for the next World Martial Arts Tournament. 3 years have passed, and Goku sees Bulma and some of the rest outside the arena. They don't recognize him because he's grown up. They wait for Yamcha and Tien, who appear at the last minute to sign up for the tournament. The preliminaries go well. In the quarterfinals, Tien faces Upa instead of mercenary Tao because he's dead. He has also grown. He's lean and tall, and Goku barely recognizes him. Upa puts actually a good fight, but Tien ends up the victor. Goku tells Upa he did well. He's shocked at how much he has grown and how strong he has become, and he encourages him to keep training. Piccolo Jr. in this version does not face Krillin because again, he's dead, but he ends up defeating his opponent, which is just a random character, in literally a single second. And the rest of the battles of the tournament occur in the same way as the original. In the finals, Goku defeats Piccolo Jr. Kami approaches Piccolo to finish him up, but Goku notices and stops him. Goku then gives Piccolo a senzu bean. Piccolo leaves, looking down on Goku's mercy, and promises that he will be back. Goku then leaves with Chi-Chi. However, Tien and Yamcha, seeing as they were still outclassed by Goku because of his training with Kami, ask Kami if he could train them as well. He looks deeply to Tien and Yamcha and agrees. Bulma tries to convince Yamcha not to go, but he explains that life is ever more precious since the Dragon Balls can't bring anyone back to life. And in order to protect those he loves, he has a duty to be the strongest he could ever be in case Piccolo tries to take over the world again. He reminds her that they can't solely depend on Goku anymore, as he almost died in this battle, and if he did, then what would have happened? So Tien and Yamcha go train with Kami. About 5 years have passed when Raditz arrives on Earth. Just as the original, Raditz finds Piccolo first, and before finishing him, he gets a higher reading on his scouter he is sure is Kakarot, and leaves Piccolo for later. Goku is flying on the Nimbus with Gohan. They're going back home after a little fishing. He is greeted by Chi-Chi, who's surprised at the big catch, when suddenly Goku feels a powerful being coming right at them. It's Raditz. Raditz questions Goku and explains everything about Goku's Saiyan roots. Goku refuses to believe him and tells Raditz to leave him alone. Chi-Chi approaches Raditz and tells him that he's mistaken. They don't know any Kakarot and he must leave now. Goku yells at her to stay away when Raditz hits her in the face with his tail, instantly breaking her neck and sending her flying through their house.